Hey, just some quick reminders before we start the class. Alignment is key. Make sure you have the correct alignment in the poses. It's not about trying to have the perfect shape. Engagement is always important. Make sure you're engaging the correct parts of your bodies in the poses. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of the practice. Always be aware of your breath. Inhale and exhale through the nose if you are able to. Once you see you are daydreaming, come back just to the mat in the practice. And 4, have fun, be safe, and enjoy the practice. Let's begin. Namaste. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to Find Your Serenity with Nigel. I know it's been a long time. I know I'm late. Happy New Year. I know it's March, but I'm back. Trying to get back on doing some pre-recorded classes. These are the pre-recorded classes. And some more live classes. Getting back into the flow. I hope you're safe and well. So yeah, the schedule is hopefully I can get one good live class. Probably will be either next week or the week after. I will definitely let you know. You can follow me on Instagram at Nigel Hill if you definitely want updates on that. Sorry, give me one second. Have my notifications running. Didn't want that to be all in the video, so let me just get rid of it now. So yes, so hopefully I have one live class. Hopefully next week or the week after, but please follow me on Instagram at Nigel Hill, and you'll definitely get some updates on that. But today, just want to start off this class with something simple, but also going back to how I teach in person, because definitely these videos I cap myself because I feel like I definitely don't want to give out everything, but I want to give out enough where you are comfortable to practice on your own. But I would like to give out some information in this class definitely today. One of the reasons why I was, I guess, 3 months, yes, it was kind of a long break. But during those 3 months, I definitely went back to the basics of my yoga and went back to the foundations. And definitely, if you've seen my basics to yoga, I'm very big on engagement and alignment. Obviously, breathing and, making sure you're calm. But those two things right there, alignment and engagement, if you really understand what those two words mean in yoga, especially the asana practice, and you're able to do it, you will be able to teach yourself any pose in yoga and how to be able to be safe in any pose. That's the biggest thing, being safe. Because you might see a pose and you do something, but you didn't learn about alignment and engagement, and you can hurt yourself. So today's lesson, I just want to go back to the basics of yoga, asana practice. So we're actually going to start sitting on our mat today. So please come to the top of your mat and just sit down and get comfortable. You can face me or, obviously towards the front of your mat, whatever you have me on your display. And the reason why I have you sitting today is because I feel like, for me personally, just from learning and experience, if there's a way I want to get my body, like my actual physical body, open for movement or just feeling good and relaxed, there's 2 things I can always guarantee on opening my body. Sun salutations, you could throw moons in there too, but sun salutations definitely before I start my asana practice, great for making sure my body is ready for whatever might come into the future for my practice of that session. And sometimes, no matter if I'm feeling really open or I'm tired, got energy, no matter how I am feeling mentally, physically, spiritually, I know for myself, guaranteed, just sitting on the floor and practicing on the floor in the asanas, techniques, anything, just being on the floor really, really helps no matter how I feel. If I need to just, make sure I'm up to date on my yoga every day. Sometimes I just don't feel like doing some sensations. I just don't feel like, standing on my legs and doing some things. For a guarantee, I know I can sit down and work my entire body just on the floor. So today I just want to go over some more, floor poses, while also today's focus is engagement and alignment. Okay? So I'm just going to start something different for this class today. I'm going to ask you to come into a seated meditative position, whichever one is comfortable for you. And I'm just going to ask you to slowly just close your eyes and just breathe regularly. Try to relax. Take this time just to breathe. Be aware of your breath. Don't try to control it. But today, for our first exercise, I just want to work on our awareness. And to work on our awareness today, I'm going to ask that we do a body scan together. Body scans are good to see where your body is. Like, we're bringing awareness to our physical bodies. I can only talk about myself. I played multiple sports, but I've never learned about awareness of my body. I knew it was here, but I never understood how to read it, how to relax it, what's tight, what feels good, what hurts. Body scans and yoga have helped me bring that awareness to what's really going on with my body. So before we begin, I'm going to ask one more time to make sure you're in a comfortable seated meditative position so you don't move around as much as possible. It's okay to move. You might have to itch, scratch to get comfortable, but we're trying to not move as much as possible. So if you want to sit cross-legged in your diamond position, anything, hero pose, that is diamond position. But, anything to help you sit comfortably, all right? I would ask, if you want to sit with your legs out, you can, but I'll just say try to sit in like a cross leg, as much of a small space meditative position, okay? If you have to sit on the chair, go ahead too, we have to work with our bodies. So we're gonna close our eyes once again, just breathe regularly, and just listening to my voice. We're gonna start at the top of our head, and just imagine like a small colored dot, whatever you want. I'm going to go with a light gold yellowish color, and starting from the crown, top of my head, I'm going to just outline, trace my body going to the right direction. So that would be, that'll be clockwise. So it's going to the right, starting from the top of my head. Just imagining this, colored dot line, just tracing the outside of my body. Excuse me. And while I do this, I'm just imagining this trace along my body, and I'm just seeing as it goes along that trace on my actual body, how does it feel? So we're just gonna go trace to down, go around our ears, down our cheeks, down the right side of our throats, go along our arms. I might be going a little too fast. You can definitely do it a lot slower. Definitely want to do it as slow as possible where you're comfortable. And I'm just going to talk a little bit more about the outline, but then you should get it from there so you can do it yourself. Still going along our arms, along our thumb, then our fingers, pointer, middle, ring, pinky, and still going along our arm, back under our underarms to the right side of our ribs, down to our right side of our hip, along our thigh to our knee. Same thing as we did with our fingers, outlining our toes, going back up our leg, going over our groin to now enter to the left side of our body. Same thing, gonna go along our toes, tracing it. And now go at your own pace until you get back to the top of your head. And make sure you just breathe in regularly. And while you do this body scan, how is your body feeling? So when you're going over your toes, how do my toes feel? Are they tight, loose? Don't move them, just read it. And then when you are done, I'm going to ask you to stay in this seated meditative position. And when you're ready, inhale deeply, only through your stomach. Hold. Exhale, release. Now inhale through your chest. Hold. Exhale. Now inhale one more time through your throat. Hold. exhale. And for our last breath, I'm going to bring them all together, starting from our stomach. Inhale gently, coming through our stomach, into our chest, into our throat. Now hold. And exhale, going down our throat, out of our chest, out of our stomach. And breathe regularly. I'm going to ask you to bring your hands together and just massage them. If they're a little wet, you can just wipe your hands real quick and just massage your hands. And then once you are ready, just cup your hands and breathe regularly. Sorry, I said cup your hands. Cup your eyes with your hands. And just feel the little heat that you made along your eyes. And then when you're ready, slowly and gently massage your face. Just listen to it wherever you feel like it needs. Forehead, cheeks, lips, ears, temples, neck, whatever you need. And then when you're ready, come back. Namaste. All right, so now we will begin with our process. Just gonna, if you want to just sit for a second before we go, you can close your eyes or leave them open and just see how your body feels. Just sit with what you did with the body scan and just see where your body feels and where it stands right now. And just breathe regularly. When you're ready, slowly start to come back. Namaste once again. All right, why did I make us do that? Because I was accidentally rushing, and you're supposed to just sit as long as you feel after you do like a body scan, something of an exercise along that effect. Why do you sit? So you can be able to just sit and let rest what you just did and what did you feel? How does your body feel? So for example, that is a great exercise. So, hey, maybe I don't know what I want to do today. How does my body feel? You sit, you do a body scan, you listen. So let's take me, for example. I sat through my body scan. I'll say neutral. I'll definitely say my knees and my thighs are tight because I was definitely feeling it while sitting. Back is a little tight. So just like feeling those things, I'll say, all right, what can I do to get my thighs, knees, and maybe a little back today, right? So you can go ahead and release your legs, shake them out if you need to. Might have been a little longer than usual, so if you already came out of the pose, trust me, you are totally fine as long as you are sitting comfortable, being able to relax. So what we're going to do first is, you could come to the back of your mat, but just for today's purposes, like, show how my bottom of my feet look. Yeah, you can come to the back of our mat. Des Benny, lo siento. Right. You know, have our legs straight. Making sure. So we're going to go back to the focus of today's class, which is engagement and alignment. So we're going, like I said, back to the basics. We're just going to come into our regular L-shaped neutral pose. And then to engage our legs in this position, we're going to make sure that our legs are pointing, our feet are pointing up. So this is the engagement. So if you sit regularly, you could be like this, back slouched. But to make sure your legs is engaged, you point your toes up, and now your legs are engaged. You're feeling the stretch. You should feel it here and along your hammies, right? And to deepen the stretch, you can make sure our bodies are straight and aligned. So the straight and alignedness is straight here. And then the alignment, like I said, would be a proper L. That's how I make sure my back is straight. If my alignment is correct, I'm like a proper L. So I'm not too slouched forward or my chest isn't too open. So when you hear your chest is open, that means you're pointing your chest up, and it's weird. So you would think your chest open, I don't know, but just so we don't confuse it, your chest open means your back is making a curve, all right? And then you're closing it like that, okay? So it means if your chest is too open, that means you just come in and like straighten your back, push your back in if it's too open. And if it's too in, you just push it up. And to help, we're just gonna inhale, bring our arms up. Making sure we're engaging our toes, arms up, engaging, our hands is pointing to the sky. Can look up and just breathe regularly. And by engaging, making sure our arms is pointing up, pulling up, our toes is pointing up, and our backs are straight for that L. And now on the exhale, still engaging, we're gonna come down, exhale, and touch our toes to wherever our bodies are at this moment. Right, today I am right here. Still engaging, toes up. Now we're holding our toes or the sides of our feet. And we're breathing. Just breathe regularly, regular forward fold. And when you're ready, inhale, slowly come up, arms up. And exhale down. Shake it out. Good, good. So now you can stay where you're at. I'm just switching for the video. We're gonna take our legs that were together and we're gonna just bring them out. Make sure you're staying on your mat and this for the video, right? And make sure your legs is good. Same thing. Toes. Make sure your alignment, regular toes is, legs is out. Engagement, your toes are up, heels pressing down. Same thing, we're gonna inhale, arms up. And this exhale, we're just going straight down to where you are comfortable. And to make sure to feel the stretch, you want to make sure you keep your toes engaged so they're pointing up. And now since you're engaging, you should feel it all along your hamstrings and down your legs. And you're making sure your hands are on the floor, pressing down. Make sure your chest isn't open, you're pressing down. And just breathe regularly. And when you're ready, inhale, slowly come up. And exhale down. And relax, shake it out. And from here, we're just gonna come back, inhale, legs forward. And shake it out. And just breathe regularly. So you might feel a tighter stretch than usual because if you're not used to engaging, you're definitely feeling your muscles engaging in places that they're not used to. So since you're engaging, you're forcing your body to work and it's not just limp. So when you're doing yoga, like I was told when I was in Nepal, the difference between stretching and yoga is anybody can stretch. See, anybody can stretch. Difference is yoga, you're aware of what your body is doing. So now you're aware and you're engaging. So now it's not just stretching. Now I'm like getting my whole entire body. This is different from just Okay? I'm not trying to argue with any gymnasts. You know what I'm talking about. I'm like, yo, what you mean stretching and you know? Not here for that. We all getting the same message. All right, so now if your legs are good, you're going to just come back into a cross leg position. Either facing me or at the back of your mat, whatever is more comfortable. And now we're just going to stretch our sides. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale, arms up. And exhale, we're going to drop our right arm. We're going to bring it behind us just a little bit. And on the exhale still, we're just going to come, make sure, so the engagement here is, you're not making sure like you see me just do accidentally. You saw me slouch forward. This is not engaging my back arm. So now to engage, you're making sure you're pressing down on your palm. So now you see as I went from here to here, now this is open and engaged. And now I can stretch to the side. See? Everybody wins. This is up, giving me up, and I get to stretch and breathe regularly. And inhale, come up. And exhale, left hand comes down, slow behind us. Remember, keep your palm down to engage and keep your back up. And just go to the side and stretch. And you should definitely feel engagement with a deeper, better stretch than usual if you haven't engaged before. And when you're ready, inhale, come up. And exhale, come down. So I know my classes are usually different from like the usual. I'll definitely say in person, I definitely do more reps and not much of it online. Because it's online, I feel like I'm just giving you a guideline on what you can do for a flow. And if you feel like you need more reps, please add more reps, okay? All right, so next. Now we're just going to inhale and exhale. We're gonna take our left arm, just bring it over our left knee, bring our right arm back, and just twist. Same thing, you're pressing your palm down so you're engaging, and you're looking back. And just breathe regularly. This arm, you can press it against your knee, but don't do it too much. Just keep it there, and just breathe. And inhale, come back. And same thing, exhale, twist. Right arm on the left knee, palm down, engaging, chest open, and just twist for a small twist, for a small spinal twist. There we go. I was doing too much on my hand. Just realize this is why you scan your body while doing. And exhale. Inhale. Come back to the front. All right, shake out your arms. How's everybody feeling? Good? Good. All right. So I'm not gonna go too crazy because I just want more of a understanding on engagement and alignment. Will this video be up too long? I don't know. I should keep it up because I feel like engagement and alignment is something that needs to be instilled in a person's mind if you want to practice yoga. Take it seriously. I can only speak about my journey. When I went to yoga classes, I didn't really get the teachers there. Usually I was hopping around studios. I didn't have a place yet. They weren't really talking about engagement and alignment. So that's what really got to me, making sure that people understand it when they come to my classes. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to come onto our knees for our diamond pose if you can. If you can't, this regular cross leg is fine. And from here, some of you might be right on what I'm about to do next. So we're going to inhale, exhale. We're going to come down, place our hands onto the mat. We're going to bring our feet back. We're going to leave them hip width apart. And then we're just going to make sure our arms are straight. So this is where we're going to make sure we're going to do our chaturangas here. So we're going to make sure we get our alignment correct. So you see my palms are pressed down, they're up. My legs are as back as they can be. I'm pushing my heels back, they're not too far back. My waist should be leveled. It shouldn't be too up or slouched. It should be leveled. And that's my alignment. Sorry, I'm still opening my left ankle, so my left ankle looks weird. That is why. Inhale, engaging, pressing our toes down into the ground, palms into the ground. Keeping our waist up and engaged. And on exhale, we're going to come down. Keep it at alignment and breathing. And inhale, come up. Keeping that alignment, don't drop your stomach. Head up. On your toes. And one more time, down. Exhale. Breathe regularly. And inhale, come up. And exhale, come back into either your diamond or your meditative cross leg position. And breathe regularly. So if you can, just during this time, just breathe if you need to. Close your eyes and see how your body feels on that chaturanga. And see, do you feel any difference between when you're making sure you engage and keep that alignment? ready, slowly come back. How did that feel? I feel really good. Sorry, I'm like on a different level. If you've been following my game channel, then 461 dark soul push-ups got me my chaturangas feeling good. So if you feel like your chaturangas is weak, practice your push-ups. They definitely help. All right. So what we're going to do next is we're going to, from our seated meditative position, we're just going to slowly come onto our backs from the top of our mat. Ooh. All right. So we're going to open our backs just a little bit. So what we're going to do here is from our backs, we're going to inhale, slowly come up. We're going to plant our forearms down, keeping our feet pointed and flexed. We keep it pointed and flexed instead of engaged because that'll help us keep the engagement here and work our hammies and our thighs. Making sure we're pressing down onto it, onto our forearms. This part, pressing down. While we're pressing down, sometimes you might put too much weight and you might slouch like this. So when you're pressing down, like you see as I'm doing, it makes you keep your back up. Fingers open, palms open, pressing down as well. And then when you're ready, inhale. Exhale, just push your head back. I would love to do a full fish pose, but I don't know how open some of your bodies are, and I don't want to be liable. Never liable. So we're just going to do this here. And just breathe regularly. Trying to bring your head to the floor. Let it drop. Making sure you keep that engagement. And when you're ready, inhale, come back up. And exhale, relax, come back down. And breathe regularly. And before we end, just gonna ask us to do one more thing. We're gonna bring our legs together. And we're gonna open up inside of our legs. Our adductors, abductors, that good stuff, groin. What we're gonna do is, if we need some help, we're gonna place our palms face down onto the ground. Try not too far out. I'll say just something like this. Back straight. And when you're ready, inhale, legs up. Don't come all the way up. I say between like a good, 45-degree angle. Make sure your back is on the ground as much as possible. Your lower back, you don't want to like that. Chest is level. And when you're ready, exhale. Inhale, open as wide as possible. I think I just got a curtain here, but it's a wall, so I can't go too much, but go as wide as you can, pointing your feet and your toes. Keeping that lower back on the ground, chest on the ground, upper back on the ground. Exhale. Inhale, come together. Sorry, you're supposed to be breathing regularly there. One more time. To engage, you're pressing your hands into the ground and you're using your core. So it's almost like you're ready to take a punch. That helps. And inhale, open. Breathe, flex those toes. You can move it up and down just a little bit here. Get some movement. Exhale, breathing, like I said, regularly. Inhale, and exhale down. Shake it out. So feel that all in your core. Woo, right? And I think I want to get one more spinal twist. This might help a little if you feel like your body is a little too tired, a little too tight. Go on, inhale to our half wind release pose. Pull up our right knee to our chest. Just breathe regularly. And on our exhale, we're just going to bring our right knee to the left while placing our right arm down. And just slowly come, making sure I keep our legs straight. And keeping that right arm all the way down. And just breathe regularly. And when you're ready, inhale, right knee comes back up. Make sure you're straight. Inhale, bring your knee up. When you can, grab your big toe. On that same inhale, come up. Your engagement here is, sorry, I'm gonna go over it for the left leg again, the whole thing. You're keeping your foot at like a 90-degree angle as you see the L. Keeping that left foot down and engaging into the ground. Keep the left leg down. And when you're ready, exhale, come down. One more time, grab your knee to your chest. And on the inhale, bring your head up. Try to touch your knee. And exhale down. Relax. And now we're going to do it for the left side. One more time, we're going to make sure our alignment, our engagement is correct. And inhale, bring your left leg up. Bend it. Half wind release pose. You want to make sure you keep that right leg down. Pointed helps. Right heel is down, engage. And just breathe regularly. Grabbing your hands to your knee. Pressing against your abs. And on your exhale, same thing. You're going to just bring your left knee over to the floor. Have your left arm straight if you can't. You know, like I can't. You can bend it like this. And breathe regularly. So what you want to do is you're trying to bring your right knee down so you're engaging it. This foot here is trying to come down to the ground, and that's your engagement. And the hand that's on the ground, the upper left, you want to have that down. And on your inhale, you're going to come up. You're going to grab your toe on that same inhale. And same thing. Stretch our leg. Breathe regularly. On the exhale, come down. And one more time. You're going to inhale, bring your knee, head to your knee. And exhale down. Relax. And we're just going to come into our Shavasana. And for here, if you feel like you know what you want to do, you don't have to listen to me. Fly and do your own thing. Enjoy. If you do need a prompt, what is your one yoga goal? Is it being able to sit still, doing an asana, practicing an asana, meditating, whatever it is, that one goal? I want you with your mind's eye, try to visualize your goal in yoga, whatever it is. Visualize you watching yourself do that goal, completing it. And just watch yourself do it. And breathe regularly. And begin. Slowly start to see yourself completing the practice that you are seeing. Smile. And thank yourself for showing you completing your goal that you will complete. Because you got to be your own cheerleader, your own support, your own foundation. So if you can't see you completing your own goal, then who else is? And say thank you. Once you're ready, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Move your limbs little by little. When you're ready, you're going to turn to your right side. Eyes still closed. Come into the fetus position. And you're just going to sit here for a minute. Just enjoy it. Make sure you're relaxed. The opposite of engagement. And when you are ready, come into a seated meditative position facing me. Eyes still closed. On your own time after this video, I'm just going to ask if you can just sit in any seated meditative position, or if you want to go back into your Shavasana, and just sit for 5 minutes. And just sit and breathe. Sit with the breath. As we end this class, I would like to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you once again. We're going to end this class with 3 Oms and 3 Shantis. Begin, we're going to inhale deeply. Inhale. Last one. Inhale as deeply as possible. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gonna bring our hands together and rub them. And one more time, just cup our hands over our eyes. So you gotta correct that time. Slowly massage our face. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, I know I'm a little rusty. I feel like I was jumping a whole lot over that one. I didn't write a script for this one. I just wanted to come in free flow. It's been a while. Yeah, so today's class was just basically engagement and alignment. At the end, I said, relaxation is basically almost the opposite of engagement. Some poses you don't need to engage your body. You just have to make sure it's relaxed as possible. Sometimes it's a hybrid of both. You have to tense up one part of your body through engagement, but relax another part so you can be able to do the pose. So today I just wanted to talk about engagement and alignment once again. If you feel like you don't understand, or to be honest, this video is not going to help you understand it for your first time. This is just something as a template. If you feel like you need more information, please contact me. I could definitely give you some materials or just talk about what you can do to understand this. I did not talk about at the beginning of the video, hey, you talk about engagement. So when I do the pose, am I supposed to think about the engagement, then the alignment? The reason why I didn't bring that up is because that's for you to figure out to decide. All I can say is just keep doing the poses. It comes with experience. Because when you ride a car, do you say, all right, it's do you making sure you're sorry, this is a whole off. But when you compare yourself to when you first learning how to ride a car to how now you're comfortable to riding a car, you of course you have to check your mirrors and all this and that, but you don't get in the car and say, mirrors, all right, my lights is on, da da da. You don't say that out loud. You just do it. So it's almost the same thing with engagement in yoga. You don't say, oh, my toes straight, da da da. You start to do it so much it just comes naturally. So I said I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, I guess I did. But yeah, that's about it. Definitely gonna have another class next week. Please let me know what you think. I was trying to keep it short, but I know it didn't go short. But if you have any comments, concerns, anything, please contact me. Until next time, once again, I know I'm late, but Happy New Year and Namaste.